One last time to remind the council and the public about the upcoming community workshop for the general plan update. This is a workshop where the public will have an opportunity to review the future development scenarios that have been developed by the General Plan Update Steering Committee. Should be a very important and interesting workshop. It will be held not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday, November 18th, from 10 a.m. to 12:30 at the Linden Life Gallery, right down the street, 1375 Park Avenue. And to further alert everybody about this workshop, we have mailed a postcard out that I think that went out today, should be arriving shortly, and to every resident and business in the city, and that will be followed by a newsletter which is being mailed in the next day or two and should arrive in mailboxes the end of the week. And the council, of course, will all receive copies of that as well. We'll also be going to put posters around town, and we're going to be putting notices on the various e-trees in the city. So hopefully we'll be able to canvass the community and get as many people out to this workshop as possible, and we look forward to seeing you all there.
Any other department heads? Agency members?
Yeah, Mayor Atkin, I'm going to take this opportunity to report on two meetings. I should be doing this at the end of the council meeting, but because both of these meetings address an issue that's very important to everybody, not only in this city, but the state and the nation, and this is the issue of the global warming and the efforts that we are taking at a local level, since the federal level doesn't seem to be able to get in gear to do it. But the first meeting was the Alameda County Climate Protection Project, and I just want to report on that almost all the cities in Alameda County, plus the county itself, are coming together and exchanging information, not only about the projects they already have in the works for climate control, but sharing information and establishing a database so that we can measure how we're reducing these emissions into the atmosphere. I want to give a lot of credit to Peter Schultz Allen. He is so dedicated, and he really spends a lot of time developing these particular issues. I think the solar panels on the City Hall is one example of his work.
You know, along those lines, I attended the ABAG annual meeting, and they had an extensive presentation about global warming, some very excellent speakers that were there.
Yeah, that was the next meeting that I wanted to address, and maybe you want to tag on to that, Ken. This is something that we have to begin doing at the local level because we just have run out of time. We did have good speakers at the ABAG meeting, and although the city of Emeryville has already moved forward on many steps, we learned some good ideas there that we can latch on to.
Did you see that gal with the ponytail?
Yeah.
That was excellent.
Very good. That's all I have.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
No.
Okay. Agency meetings adjourned, and I'll open up the regular meeting of the City Council. Please note we're all still here. There's no special orders of the day. Any citizens to be heard? Okay, city. We should write now interim city manager's report, I guess, would be more accurate here.
I have one quick item to suggest to the council. In your rules of procedure, it calls for the election of the mayor and vice mayor at the second meeting in November, so that would normally be on the 21st of this month. But as you know, Councilmember Cassis announced at the last meeting that he would be absent on the 21st, so I would like to suggest that we hold over that discussion until December 5th.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
That's it.
Thanks. Okay. Who wants to pull what on the consent calendar?
Item J. I'd move the rest unless there's...
Second.
Just a second. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Without exception. The rest of the consent calendar. Dick?
Yeah, on item J, this deals with the rails the use of the old rails to try to spiff up the greenway, their section. And I understand the problems that they've come up with. I guess what I would ask, because they've got some good designers there, can they take a look at the potential use of those in some other way? For example, we've got those benches, that are going to be there, that are going to be horizontal, and maybe they could front, if they can do it in a way that people don't cut themselves, but, having the connection to the rail history is a nice thought. And if we could do that by fronting the benches with the rails, as you look at that from the street, I think that to me is a way that we might be able to incorporate them, but it may not be practical. So if they could just take a look at that and see if there's some other way they could use it.
Well, I agree. I think the rails are an important part of our history, in that we have thought of the idea of incorporating it into benches or something in the park that would identify it, and we might even have a plaque or something to indicate that.
Or planters even. I mean, maybe they could be cut
Yeah.
up smaller, made into planters. Let's just look at that. So I just wanted to throw that as an idea.
Sure.
And with that, I would move item J.
Second.
Okay, without exception. We have